I'm Stephanie LeBolt. I am an MFA 2 director here at the theater school at DePaul, and I am directing Polaroid Stories by Naomi Iizuka. And it originally came out of a commission that she got. She was in Minneapolis, and she was interviewing homeless youth there in the 90s. And over the course of many long hours, she started to notice that the stories kept changing. And they grew and they became more magical, and kind of the question of what is truth became in question. Which was inspiration for the play. So it is really a series of Polaroids, or a series of snapshots of these stories kind of all put together in I think of it kind of like a puzzle, where Ovid's Metamorphoses, the classical characters and text of Ovid's Metamorphoses, is being used as a vehicle for these snapshot stories to kind of lift these stories of real life homeless youth to the level and importance of the gods. I think if I was going to try to capture Polaroid stories in single words, it's magical, it's dangerous, it's sexy, it's exciting, it's moving, it's so many things all in one. And I think when people hear oh, this is a story that's based in the truth of homeless youth and their stories, it's easy to feel oh, that's going to be sad, or that's going to be depressing. But this is a play about telling their stories in the way they want them to be heard. And there is something that is awesome and fierce and bold and funny and exciting about how they use theatricality to transform their worlds into the ones they want to live in. I guess first, I hope audiences take away the stories. And I think stories are what we remember. Even thinking about that Metamorphoses as a story is 2,000 years old. The very last word of Metamorphoses is vivem, or I will live. And this idea of that stories are the thing that are immortal, and that in this kind of purgatory space that we've created for the play, it's the stories that live on.